Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Breeze now on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. Third and long, it's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays you can't account for.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 29 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on. Well, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good play.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing now is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Breeze now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashard Matthews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of a shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams, have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike, 49. Watch the run. They're running.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A sack there by Trent Murphy.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To return is Roberts. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Stand up in. Watch the ship.
And it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Lorenzo Alexander charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From his end zone, it's Breeze on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Allen off the bootleg. get this one complete to Zay Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Cameron Jordan make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints take over first and 10.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And 50 yards of Mike. Sammy.
They'll go for it. It's Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Brees now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be caught at about the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Rashard Matthews with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints get a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Mike, 49. Let him. Go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Switch everything.
Now Breeze. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now.
Well, he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Coming, baby.
Breeze now on 1st down. They've got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 76 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sherrills to return it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check three. Hey, Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Breeze to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Gibbs got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Breeze now to throw. Caught on the left side by Gill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Over. You kill.
Now Breeze looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Thomas the intended target.
Round 80.
Intercepted.
Game situation. Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.